So Ali bhai, this was so ironic for us civilians. Like a man, and 10 out of 10 for his professionalism and everything. A man who's is riding such an advanced machine. When he came on the ground, the first question that he asked was, "Where am I?" So this was so like ironic, man. It was so like a man so advanced, and in a blink of an eye, he doesn't even know where he is. Is he in his own country, or is he in Pakistan? So that was like very. It like sat with me for a while. I was thinking like, wow, pilot is yeah,
That credit goes to
yeah,
yeah, that credit goes to that soft kill,
yeah.
because I think before that soft kill, he knew where he's exactly, but because of that jamming, his GPS, his RWR, his radio, he completely lost situational awareness that where is he on the ground, what is his ground position, and he was still unsure that on what side of LOC have I landed, whether it is Indian Kashmir,
Yeah.
Indian occupied Kashmir, or whether it is Azad Kashmir. So that again, as I said, that this was due to that jamming, and it has also been a forte of Pakistan Air Force, because this multi-domain operations, Sir Aurangzeb used this word in the
Pressure.
DSPR, yeah, professor, and many of my civilian friends and others also, my audience, they asked me, कि, यार, what is multi-domain operations? So multi-domain operations actually means that you are not just now flying an aircraft with missile. You have to integrate space technology, cyber, electronic warfare, artificial intelligence. So if you are only thinking like Indians, अगर राफेल होता तो नतीजा कुछ और होता. Rafael is just one platform. Now the platform cannot do anything if you have not uh,
Connected.
integrated everything into this network, yeah, network centric warfare. So Pakistan Air Force was doing it in 2019 also, but within last 3 years, the current leadership, they have completely focused their doctrine from fighting of a fighter aircraft to this multi-domain operations, because we were very good in flying already, but this is where we were lacking. And the Indians, they were actually caught off guard because they thought that because they have a good platform and they have S-400, they can just
Do
take
anything.
on Pakistan Air Force like this. Yeah.
So so
But
so
Pakistan Air Force actually surprised them. Yeah.
everyone. So Abhinandan was in the air and he was landing down, and he saw his machine go down, and then he's still coming down, and then he landed into Pakistan. So what happens? I've heard that there's a checklist on the pilot once he ejects. There's a lot of things that he has to do. One, and then I've also heard that pilots also carry a hand weapon as well. What safety measures
Yes.
does a pilot have when he lands into enemy territory by mistake?
So he had a gun, definitely a 9 millimeter pistol. But with that 9 millimeter pistol, obviously you cannot engage a whole,
A mob.
I'll say, platoon of
Yeah.
soldiers or a mob like that. Yeah. So I think I don't know. I have also heard it on media, or I think on social media, that once he asked that where am I? So an old man, he
Yeah.
replied that you are towards the
India.
Indian side, and
Yeah.
he came out and he had that, I think, pistol in his hand, but he was thinking that okay, maybe I am towards my own side. So once the people, they caught him, they roughed him up, and they I think they got his pistol also. So generally the pilots, they do not have any other weapons except that one pistol. And safety gear also, there is some survival gear, like you have some in case of ejection, not only in the enemy territory, you have a radio, and you have those, I think, some small pills for water purification, and then some lifeboat. If you have ejected over water, you need a life vest and lifeboat. So it's a whole survival pack.
Wow.
All the pilots have that. But apart from that, I think Abhinandan was able to get rid of his this secret information, and that card, that frequency, which is considered confidential. So actually, I think he's quite a professional guy, because
So
he has still not
what are these things that
uh,
you just talked about? The secret information, the card, what and
I think they
also
we yeah, we
just
call it.
one more question. I saw
Yeah.
our air chief sitting into the plane. He had this paper tied to his thigh, and
Yeah.
what is that? Are you talking about the same thing?
Yeah, so basically, if you see any pilot, he's wearing that G suit, and in the G suit on thighs, there are two pockets with polythene covers. So in those pockets, you put in your maps and your frequency card. The frequencies, they are confidential, kind of a secret, because if the enemy knows that what frequency you are using, they can tune in and they can listen. So a pilot, he knows that if I eject in enemy area, this frequency card, which has all the radio channels and all the code words, etc., I have to get rid of it, because if adversary gets it, many of it they can leak it.
But
However, we
why does he have
continue
it in the first place? Why is he carrying
for
it? He
his
could
own
just put
use.
it in
Yeah,
the
because no,
office.
no, but you can, if in air, if somebody tells me, okay, change over frequency, go to that
Oh,
channel.
okay. Because
So
you okay,
I
because that's
cannot
changing all the
remember
time.
all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. Okay.
basically
Okay.
you tell them, okay, so we are flying. So let's say call it ABC.
Hmm.
So a set of frequencies, frequency A, frequency B, frequency C.
Hmm.
So now once I am going and in the air, I say, okay, I think frequency A is
So you
compromised,
keep
so
on
we need to
switching.
change over to frequency
Hmm.
B.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you have to see that, okay,
Hmm.
maybe some frequencies we remember also,
Hmm.
but generally you cannot remember all them. So
Hmm.
my number two or my all that
Hmm.
everybody in the air, they know, okay, frequency B, so they will
Hmm.
just read it from the frequency
And fix
card,
it up. Hmm.
and they will
Hmm.
tune in, yeah, so in the
Hmm.
radio.
Hmm.
And that should not go in a hand of adversary. So as I said that,
Hmm.
I think we did not get his frequency card,
Hmm.
and he has not also claimed himself. I have never seen him claiming that I have shot down a
Hmm.
Pakistani F-16.
Hmm.
They have put, I think, by force Veer Chakra on him
Hmm.
for shooting down an F-16. But in no interview I have ever seen a video, Wing Commander Abhinandan, now Group Captain Abhinandan, claiming that I have shot down one F-16. Because if he actually had, it was the most, I think, precious thing or easy thing for Indians, that they would have made him a celebrity and interviews on TV
Hmm.
channels and on
Hmm.
every Independence Day parade, etc.,
Hmm.
Republic Day parade. But because I think, as I said, I respect him that he's a professional guy. He decided not to lie. That I will not lie for Indians, that
Hmm.
Indian state machinery,
Hmm.
that I have shot down an F-16. I have not yet seen a single video of
Hmm.
him claiming
Hmm.
F-16. So that I actually really respect
Hmm.
that guy.
Hmm.
He is a very professional pilot, and he was calm and composed here also after being a prisoner of war.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
so
once Abhinandan, I know this is taking too long. I'm going to chop this up. So we're going to do the Tejas first, and then this is going to come afterwards. Okay. So when Abhinandan is down, when Abhinandan is in the air, he's in your domain. Once he's shot down, from Air Force's domain, he comes into the Ground Forces domain. Now you can no longer see that guy, and you have connection to the ground forces, and like they are telling you what's up. Who informs the ground forces? It's you that informs the ground forces that we have had a plane gone down, and we think that it's in landing in Pakistani territory. So it's the ground forces that reaches those coordinates. The coordinates are given by you guys, or what's going on? How do you decide this?
basically, as I said, that we were not like F-16 pilot. He's not alone there. He is on that radio with the operations room also. Then army, they have their own air defense. They have their own radars. They are on the same channels, etc. So you are constantly. This is a joint operation kind of thing. So you are in link with the ground agencies also. So as soon as the pilot, if you listen to this Top Gun also, and Fox 2 and Fox 3. So once you you fire your missile, that IR infrared missile. The call is Fox 2, and once you fire your BVR, the active BVR, the call is Fox 3. So once the pilot said Fox 3, that means that everybody now knows on that radio frequency that a BVR has been fired. Then the pilot, he can see that, okay, the missile has connected. He says splash. Splash means that that aircraft is now gone. Now everybody from that radar screen and those like pilots in the air, and they already know where the fight is happening. What is the location of the Pakistani aircraft? What is the location of the Indian aircraft? So as soon as splash, at that place the coordinates are marked, and immediately the people, I think he was Major, now he has embraced Shahadat, Major Muiz, I think he was, his name was, in an interview I think with Hamid Mir or any other journalist. So he was the one who caught
Actually,
Abhinandan.
yeah,
So
saved
once
Abhinandan. Actually, this is a
Yeah, actually
performance.
saved
Yeah, yeah.
Abhinandan.
This is
Actually,
this
yeah,
is this is a
yeah.
professional thing.
No,
The mob over there.
this is why.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mob actually they are not happy. I'll not
Hmm.
blame them. Also, they think that this pilot is coming to bomb them. So
Hmm.
they should not have.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
hit him. But
Hmm.
still, I can understand their emotions.
Hmm. Hmm.
That you are coming to bomb me. You are
Hmm.
going to
Hmm.
bomb my home. You are going to kill me and my children. So their anger.
Hmm.
It was maybe justified, but the Pakistani, as I said, that immediately
Hmm.
he was taken. I personally know I have those like seen photos also. A Pakistani doctor of Army Medical Corps. He was stitching up Abhinandan and he was like taking down his vitals and ECG, etc. So the Pakistani soldiers they saved him and he was immediately taken to a doctor.
Hmm.
And the doctor, he staged him up, he gave him pain medication, etc. And then he was taken as a prisoner of war. But the professionalism of, as I said, Abhinandan professionalism also, and those that Pakistani troops, their professionalism.
Hmm.
So the doctor again, he like it is beyond ridiculous that I'll say that he's an Indian pilot, so I will not give first aid to
Hmm.
him.
Hmm.
The doctor just treated him as any other, as his own officer
Hmm.
of Pakistan Army, that he is wounded, and he just gave him everything he had, and he was treated very well actually. But again, the in 1999, I think, the Kargil war, there was another prisoner of war, Flight Lieutenant Nachikita. So I think he would have also been treated in the same way. But once he became a wing commander, I saw his video some years back, and he was saying that I was not treated well,
Hmm.
and I cannot even tell you what Pakistanis did to me. And
Hmm.
I was like, yeah,
Hmm.
okay, I don't
Hmm.
know, but I'm 100% sure that we
Hmm.
have treated him well also, and
Hmm.
Abhinandan also. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm trying to say, that this is why
So once
we
Abhinandan was
Pakistani.
captured, what was the SOPs that would be going through his minds? The things that I have to say, I can say, the things that I cannot say, do's and don'ts.
Actually, as per Geneva Convention, the prisoner of war they have many rights, and if you have seen that video of that, he is fantastic. He replies to some of the questions that I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to tell you this.
Yeah, that's why
So
I'm
you are
asking.
only like, yeah. So
Hmm.
basically, you are supposed to give out your rank, name, and your number, service number, and just your like flying squadron. We already knew he was from 51 squadron, etc. Confidential information, let's say if I start asking him for some secrets of Indian Air Force,
Hmm. Hmm.
as per Geneva Convention, he has the right that he will say that I'm not supposed to tell you that, and I cannot torture him or I cannot use any third degree measures. As a prisoner of war, he has all those complete rights that he is a prisoner, but I cannot definitely just torture him or do anything bad to him. And I think we actually he handled the situation very professionally as a prisoner, and we who
Hmm.
took him prisoner, we also were very, very professional
Hmm.
and we all followed the Geneva Protocol.
Hmm. Hmm. So this is the last part. We've entered into the last part. So, do the air guys want to meet such a guy when you've taken down someone? I'm sure the air guys, the Air Force people in the Air Force would be saying, "I want to meet him. I want to see him." So, do you guys like do counterparts meet each other? Like someone from our side, from of the same rank, saying, "Okay, what's up? How are you? Nice to meet you. We'll do something about this and whatever."
So I can think of one example that in 1971, there was Indian Flight Lieutenant Tejwant Singh. His MiG-21 was shot down by F-86 Sabre, and one of his friends, like Sir Salim Beg Mirza, he was doing a course in USA, and that Tejwant Singh was doing the course in America with him. So they used to call him Tango, like they were friends. And so once you are fighting on the battlefield, that's something separate. Once he has become prisoner of war, so Sir Salim Beg Mirza went to the prison, and like he went to meet him and said, Tango, how are you? Do you need some books? Do you want anything? I can send you something to eat, etc. So I don't know any pilot who went to meet him, because he was just for 2 to 3 days there, and I think he was in army's custody and top brass. So I don't think any pilot met him, but
Hmm.
definitely you are absolutely right that the pilots, they really like to meet pilots from other air forces. And we have like this example of 1971, that I will go and ask him that, do you need anything? Do you like to read books? Do you want to eat anything, etc. So but in this case, I don't think any PF pilot he got the time because we were still fighting. We were for 2 to 3 days. We were ready. We were on our job that maybe Indians will retaliate, and by that, after 3 days, the government decided that they will send him back. So he went across the border. So I don't think anybody got the time to meet him. But generally speaking, as a pilot, unfortunately, once he gets out of the aircraft is everything to him because he is nothing without the aircraft. So once you eject or even once you land
That's
back
it.
and you are one individual, that's it. You do not have any commando skills. You cannot fight. Yes, you can fire weapons, like we used to fire these pistols and guns also, but that fighting of like we see commandos and those
Yeah, yeah.
martial
No, these
artists
guys
and
are
yeah,
smart
so
people actually.
you are,
They're there
yeah,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah,
smart.
yeah,
That's
so
why.
you so a pilot once he's out of the aircraft, he actually cannot fight. He aircraft is his weapon. Aircraft is his like
Home. Everything.
a machine to fight, home, everything. So once Abhinandan he ejected, without his
That's it.
aircraft he was just another individual. That's it. Yeah, he was. So I think that I actually wanted to meet him, but I had my sympathy for him that, sir, you have lost your aircraft. Now you are just going back, and I don't know what. I don't think Indians actually treated him with enough respect. What I have heard is that they were not happy, and maybe they asked him to say that you have shot down F-16 as a professional pilot. He refused. An honorable man with integrity, but that does not, I think it sits well with the government of India and his higher ups. So I think he was not given that much respect. Apart from that medal with Veer Chakra was pinned on his chest, he was promoted to group captain. But afterwards, what I have heard is that I think we respect him more than even Indian guys. I have more respect for him in my heart.